The Black Fat Femme Podcast is a production of iHeartRadio and DoctorJonPaul, LLC. Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Black Fat Femme Podcast, where all the intersections of identity are celebrated. I'm one of your hosts, John, also known as DoctorJonPaul. And I just want to know, what do I have to do to get Minute Maid to re-release Fruitopia? I mean, all these companies are bringing stuff back. You could go. I mean, you could go to the store and get a Zima. You could do all the stuff that you was doing in the 90s. But I can't have no Fruitopia. Minute Maid. What do I got to do to let you to allow you to let me sip on a much simpler time? I just need to sip on a much simpler time, because this right here ain't giving nostalgia. Nothing. Are you a person of a particular age? Do you remember Fruitopia? Because you're a young girly.
I was like, who Fruitopia? I hate to say it. I wasn't ignorant. If I saw Fruitopia on the street,
I wouldn't know a thing. Sorry to that girl. Sorry to this girl.
To that girl.
You don't even know what a Zima is, do you?
No, you said Zima, and I was like, emphysema?
No. You don't know what a Zima is. You don't even remember when Doritos was 3D, huh?
Girl, what?
What? Oh, girl, you missed out. You missed
3D.
You missed out, girl. There was a time.
Like little glasses on?
No. So there was a time. You know what? Okay, let me introduce our guests, because they need. I see them making stuff, and they got to get in on this conversation. Someone better call Moses and make him take us to freedom, because this week we have your girl on the show. I'm gonna introduce them.
Intro myself too.
No. I'm introducing them because they got to come in here, because I need somebody who's a person of a particular age. We have a special guest in our hot seat. This person is known as the King of Vogue. They are a legendary performer. They are an icon. 2018. You can see them on Pose. You may have seen them on Legendary. King Dashaun Wesley. Mother, get in here now. You remember 3D Doritos, right?
Y'all was having this conversation about 3D Doritos and Zimas. And yes, I do remember 3D Doritos. It was like a pop in your mouth. It was crunchy. It was airy. It was a specific time.
It was a time.
And then Zimas with the flavors. It was different flavors of Zima too. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Oh my God. I used to sneak them. I wasn't supposed to be drinking them, but I would drink them anyway. Yeah. I was like 15 or 16, and I'd be sipping on the Zima thinking I was drunk.
I had a couple of Zimas.
Knowing ain't no type of alcohol in them.
None of it.
Also, too, Arbor Mist. Is Arbor Mist still around? Arbor Mist?
Like Sierra Mist?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
Arbor Mist.
No.
It was drank. All the black people drank it. Yes. Oh my God.
It's not a thing like that.
The Moscato, right? The Moscato.
It was like a Moscato.
It was like a
Moscato. Okay. You know. Okay. Go ahead, Joho. Intro yourself.
I'm screaming. I feel like Meghan Markle when she was with Oprah. Were you silent or were you silenced? They said erase this bitch.
Are you silent? Yes.
It was like erase me, girl.
Oh,
wow.
No.
I mean, honestly, fam, it's your girl Jordan or Joho. Jordan every time my checks. And it is Pride Week here in San Diego, and I am clawing for my sandy, y'all. It's been a busy weekend, and I know you're like, wait, wasn't Pride Month in June? No, I mean it was, but in San Diego it's in July, and then Black Pride is in August, so it's like a whole quarter of Pride, which you would think sounds good. We are Pride 365 in these streets, but like Pride celebrations for 3 months is exhausting. Like I'm maybe ready to sign my rights away. I'm kind of tired of it, and I do feel like the devil is watching my every move. I feel his eye twitching watching me right every corner, because girl, tell me why I lost 2 nails this week. I lost 1 nail right before we
hit.
Yeah,
I saw it. I saw the
one
nail
back, thankfully. It looked sad. She looks lonely and sad. And also what got me is that these are my actual nails. So this was also my actual nail. So I don't know what happened, but she had a clean break. Thank God she had a clean break. But she broke it. Like she just looked nasty and raggedy. And now
don't have to get up.
I can't clap with this hand. It's not the same.
It don't sound the same.
It's not the same. I know, like this is not.
This is the dinosaur. What is this giving? What is this giving?
This is
yes.
I cannot stand up. But you know what? It's okay, devil. I will not go to that cold dark night. You will
what
not have me.
The devil thought she had me, but I got away.
I cannot.
Yeah, up to
Oh
no
my
good.
I can.
But I got away.
Yes.
Yo.
I can already tell this is gonna be a
This
great episode
a
today,
mess.
y'all.
Yes,
We
God.
Mess.
are so Dashaun. We are so thrilled to have you here. Words truly cannot describe. We are grateful for your time today.
Oh, no problem.
Like literally, like when you have popped up when you popped into the room, I thought it was John. So I was about to say some snarky shit, and I saw your face, and I gasped. I said,
Yeah.
"Oh my god!"
Yeah.
I literally was
Iconic.
gagged. Like, wow,
Mhm.
iconic. So we gonna kick our show we do every week by giving Miss Tish Campbell her flowers in our Still Here segment. And the show that we're still here, what we're gonna bring back today, bring back the bitch track. We'll bring
Yes,
back the bitch
yes.
track today. For those who don't know what a bitch track is, it's basically just a girl feeling herself, popping her shit, popping off on somebody else, laid on top of a house beat. For example, Miss Honey by Moa Renee. Don't you hear me calling you Miss
Miss,
Honey?
I know
you hear me calling
yes.
you Miss
Old
Honey.
school bitch
Amen.
track.
The bitch
The
knew that I'd
bitch
be
knew
back.
that I'd be back.
I'd be
She
back.
knew
She
that
knew
I'd
that
be
I
back
was
on
not
longer.
gonna
Miss
long
Honey.
Honey. Yep. Miss Honey.
Yes.
Yes.
So I want to ask y'all today, what's one of y'all's favorite bitch track? I'll go first. I'll pass it to John. I'll pass it to you, Dashaun.
Mm-hmm.
For me, so one of my faves is Miss Honey. I obviously most people I heard it during Pure Honey with Beyonce, and I listen to it every week, especially when I'm feeling mad at somebody. I'm like, let me just play this real quick. But also, I've been listening to the song "Get Her" by Riot Committee and Roxy. And it's just like it is. She is rude. She is salty as hell. She said, "How dare she talk to me like this and on be on the stairs? I'll push her down backwards. I'll push her down back. Push the bitch down the stairs, girl." I said, "That is a wild. Push the bitch down the stairs. Go off, Roxy. Push her down." So that song, "Get Her," and GETHUH.
Get her. Yeah, the way you gotta say it. Get her.
Uh-huh.
Get her. I live. Top bitch tracks for me. John, how about you, boo?
Okay, so I'm gonna start here because again, I'm a girl of a particular age.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to say that Maya's Mood Ring album, whatever, bitch. You better work.
Oh my God, yes.
Hey. Okay, you better work. Literally, that song made me gay. Full stop. Like I knew I was queer as soon as I heard that song because I was like, "Oh, what is this? Like, what is the call and response? Is she calling me a hoe? Cause I like to get my freak. Oh, I was in it,
Oh,
well, bitch. We in the
that
club.
is a
I was in it.
moment.
Moment.
I
Maya
was
knew
today years
exactly.
old when I heard that song. I had not heard before Giant Play, and I was like,
Baby.
wait. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, Maya really is one of the girls.
Yes,
She's one of the
Maya has
girls.
been one of the girls. She was giving ballroom before ballroom was ballrooming in the popular kind of the space.
The
Like
space.
honestly, when she would perform that song during her set, I didn't know it as ballroom at the time. And then I saw Paris is Burning and I made the connection and I said, oh shit, what they were doing in that song was voguing. Okay, got it.
Love when she
So,
did that.
Maya,
Maya had a moment with that
yeah.
song and that track. I remember her performing it live
She
as well
did.
too. She had a moment.
Oh, I
come
love
on.
it.
Yeah.
I love it. I will also say, so I recently saw it was a TikTok / I go between TikTok and Reels. Y'all know that about me. Also, DJ Delish Detroit with Khadijah.
Yes.
That song is definitely in my. I'm playing that song a lot. It's such a cute song, and I saw Baby Vogue into it coming down the escalator, and I said, "Mama, you got to give the children what they came here for."
Right.
I'm just obsessed with that song. It's so cute. And then an honorable mention for me is Shelly's Took the Night.
Took the night.
Okay.
1,
Okay.
2, 4, 3. None of these bitches look better than me.
Better than me, please.
Ain't
Every
that.
time I walk in the club, they hit on me.
Yeah.
So good, my dress so tight, all eyes on me. So,
I
okay,
took the
John,
night.
when you put that song, I've been walking that shit since high school. I have never known it as a bitch track song or even like a house music song.
Yes.
Because I think of those lyrics once per week.
Yes.
When I go out, every time I walk in the club, they hit on me, said, "No, it look good." I
Amen.
always be saying to myself,
It
and
is a
I'm
bitch
like,
track.
wait.
Shockingly
Yes.
enough, that
Yes.
song sends so many memories back in memory lane because Vogue Evolution performed that on America's Best Dance Crew. That very song, Shelly Took the Night.
Yes. Sure did.
Oh my god.
So we did that on
Double O,
ABDC.
double O.
So it was so interesting to have that moment because that was one of the songs before, like when it was hitting, and we took it and auditioned and made it on the show with that song. So it was pretty cool.
Yes.
That was one of those tracks, darling.
I love that.
Okay, I'm gonna take it to a moment as well too. Another big track, and this goes back, and this is Sweet Pussy Pauline, and it's called "Work This Pussy." Oh my gosh!
Yes.
Now you have to look. You have to listen to that. With context. Because she is explaining quite some explicit situations that goes on. But baby, during that time when you heard that in the club. But you hear certain lines that kind of exist right now to where like even Megan Thee Stallion using one of the songs where she got one leg on a headboard and the other one on a mattress. You hear this lady says the same thing in Sweet Pussy Pauline, as she one on the head fan and the next one on top of the dresser. But it was such a moment during the time too. So it was just a song. So Sweet Pussy Pauline, Work This Pussy.
Can you 12 years ago. Wow. Okay. So I just Googled it. Yeah. 12 years ago, that song came out. Wow. What a moment. Okay. I'm familiar with the song. I don't know it, but I definitely have heard it.
Go take a look at it. It's Sweet Pussy Pauline. It's called Work This Pussy. It's an acapella that they took a song off on. Baby, she goes down to explaining. Again, listen with context.
With context, yes. Contextualizing, y'all. Contextualize it. Thank you.
Yes.
I live. Well, now that we have officially got y'all ready to write your own verse for a BFF bitch track, y'all, we're going to take a quick break and be back with Dashaun in just a bit.
All right, y'all. So we are back with our categories is segment. And this week we are ready to whack out some questions with our guest, Dashaun. And people know you as the king of Vogue.
Yes.
But can you take us to where you were before Ballroom? What brought you into it? What has your journey been like?
It's been a minute since I told. Sorry. It's been a minute.
No. I was gonna say, take us to story time, mother. Tell us what has been your journey.
Well, I mean, it started very young for me. I was born in Brooklyn, New York, in Brownsville, Brooklyn, born and raised. I kind of was always around the dance culture. So I kind of learned, the hip hop dancing in the projects with my friends and people around. And we used to go around and perform every year as a group and a team against other teams that was out there. But when I was younger, there was always a friend who was like, you got to take a trip down to the West Village. And I'm like, what is the Village? What is the West Village? And this is some early years, y'all, some early years. So, one day my friends was like, we're just going to take a trip out there and go there after school. And I was like, okay, why not? And I took a trip out there, and that's the first kind of day I ever seen voguing. And this is like the late 90s. Where I seen voguing, and I was just like, whoa, what is this? And we followed this man who had a big boom box. And his name was DJ Al. And he walked all the way down Christopher Street to the pier before it was all fixed up the way it is now. And he used to play beats, and the girls used to circle up, and they used to just vogue it out. And I sat there the very first day like, oh my God, this is something I want to do. And I was 14. I don't know what I was doing out after school, but I was out there, and I had a great
You said 14?
Child, listen, long stories. Where the people who looked and act like me didn't exist in your average everyday area. You had to go somewhere in order to see and find the folks who you familiarize yourself with. And I found that in the West Village. And, after school, I would go to school and I would run to the village and have my time out there so I can make it home on time for curfew. So these are the moments where you had, these opportunities. And that's how I learned it. So from 14 to now,
I love that.
I've been going, child.
Wow. Well, and just to follow up on that, what has the journey been like for you? Walk us through your history.
I mean, generally, again, you around a family who have this Christian values, and when it comes to homosexuality, is a different thing and different conversation. So again, I found my chosen family when I went to this area, and I made friends, and we stayed around each other. We experienced things with each other. We did our first flights to different states together. And again, you create this family. One thing I could give a lot of thanks to is to the drop-in centers and the after-school programs that were allowing the youth and young adults to come and have a good time, stress-free, without no violence, no, type of traumatizing experiences for them. So, this is HMI, which is
Yeah.
Hedrick Martin Institute, and GMHC. During these times, you can go to their drop-in centers to a specific time and just sit there. They'll feed you. They'll have programming for you, resume building, job hunting. It was a few things that was offered then. So these are the experiences that helped majority of the folks who, during my time then were able to get some of this access to services. So this kind of like brought me to these drop-in centers and after school places to where they would do outreach at balls. They would hand out condoms, hand out pamphlet information, and I would work as a peer educator, and I used to get into these balls for free in order to participate.
That's
So
really dope.
you want a history rundown as one of those. I used to hand out condoms, and once the job was done, I'm at a ball for free, and I'm able to participate and walk and have my experience during those times where it wasn't even public to the world yet. So
Yes, that's incredible. Wow, that is so what a great entry point to have. Like one the entry like through lens of education and like getting actual proper education, and then also like supporting the community, like yourself, while also being invited to be in the community. Like that is just that's incredible, and that does not happen in many places. That's like especially to your point in that like in that time in that timeline of the 90s and 2000s. So
well,
wow,
it usually
I
doesn't
first
happen
remember.
now, because everybody has, their
That's fair.
families are much different compared to what it was years ago.
Yeah, no, so true. Actually, a really, really good point. I remember you first seeing you featured in Tiana Taylor's WTP song, "Work This Pussy,"
Yeah.
a fucking bop, by the way. And when I saw, it, I was like, "Oh wait, like I need to know who this man is. Who is he?" And then seeing you host Legendary, which also HBO, please bring the show back, or someone bring the show
HBO
back,
Max.
please.
We got to get it
HBO
right
Max,
now. HBO
or
Max. We got to bring it
someone bring the
back.
show back, please. Someone bring the show back. I'm curious to ask you. I mean, and that was like especially during the pandemic, like it was a lifeline for like queer culture for me because I wasn't accessing it in my real life. So like I really want to be like clear in saying like that show was so transformative for so many reasons and like gave me so much joy at a time where there wasn't joy around. So thank you for being an incredible host on it. I'm curious to ask you, how do you feel like ballroom has changed with all of the attention it's gotten, like especially with the Kiki scene rising more and people knowing more about ballroom? Do you feel like it's a positive evolution? Do you think it's something that we should all be concerned about? I feel like I hear folks like talking about like wanting to protect it from becoming too en masse in that way, but but also feeling that it's good that it's getting this recognition. So curious your thoughts.
I would say just like, uh, people who've had experiences where things weren't kind of visualized or popularized in their time. There was a different way of living and experiencing how it was then. Um, we've done nothing but grow, and I myself, even when I was younger, noticed that there's a growth that was happening within our community that was either going to be maintained or either get lost out of control. Um, Shockingly enough, I always tell this story about how uh, we usually share DVDs and VHS tapes in order for us to see ourselves participate. Back then, we didn't have these YouTube platforms, anything that you could just upload really quick. But once we realized YouTube was a place that we can upload quick clips to get to see things quicker than we had to wait a whole week or a month just to see a ball that happened, we started uploading our footage and not knowing that people were actually watching us as we were uploading our footage. So at the same time as we thought we were just sharing amongst ourselves, we were sharing to the world on a space that we didn't know that they were actually watching us in many different ways, whether they liked it or not. And majority of the social platforms help this community grow to where it is. So it's a good and a bad thing to where we go with this, because now we have folks who don't understand the real deal of knowing what it is to actually walk a ball. And when I say that, yeah, anybody can walk and they can participate, but you have someone who's been dedicating their moments to want to do something at this ball, and they've been preparing, or they don't have the finances, the money, or they have the experience, or their every average day is not as loving as you see it is on the clip when you see them walk and being celebrated. So a lot of people put a lot into wanting to participate, and sometimes that can get lost compared to someone who's really talented and just had a free space to go through. So the experiences
Mm,
can be
mm-hmm.
quite different, but that's what we love about the community because we open ourselves up to anyone. So right now we don't mind. You can be a huge celebrity. If you come walking on this floor and you don't do it in a proper way, you will get chopped too. We don't care who you are.
Get booed. Yeah, you get chopped.
So,
Yeah.
but
Chop them.
again, some
Mm-hmm.
people don't take the time to learn and figure out what it is that we do, the reason why we do it, and they
Yeah.
just love the good part about it. Some people get the
Mm-hmm.
celebration of the good, some people doesn't. I mean, don't. But it just sucks because you get this balance of having control of it, but not having control of everything.
Can I, before I ask
Such a
my
good
next
point.
question, I was going to say yes, because I know that there are a lot of, and that's the reason why TBH, like that's part of the reason I've heard people say, you walk so good and you do all this. And I always tell people, like, I didn't grow up with ballroom and I don't like, yes, I know people in LA who are a part of it, but I didn't grow up with it. And I respect it so much to where it's like, my mind is I like to look and I love to see folks do what they need, do what they do, when they're walking. And that's enough for me to respect it. I
Yeah.
personally don't feel like I have a place in it per se. Because I respect it so much. And I believe that you should grow up with it and you should grow with it and you should learn with it. But what I was going to say is, do you know Miss Josephine? Are
No,
you friends with her?
Josephine.
Josephine?
We all know Josephine.
Please,
I
not
was
Miss
gonna say if
Josephine.
you
We
can,
all
if you
love.
could just send her my love,
I sure will. I sure
just
will.
tell her
I sure
I'm a
will.
fan.
And
I love her.
I love Josephine too. That lady is a burst of just good energy, but she don't play about her stuff. But
Yes.
she is always she's you either good get her on a good day or you get her on a bad day. So love some
Yeah.
Josephine.
Yeah. Yeah, Josephine. I just wanted to say, like, shout out to Josephine because she's one of the dolls that
Love
I
for her.
love.
Love
But
for
I
her.
was gonna ask, I wanted to stay in this space for a minute because I think, and we've talked about this a lot on the show, right? This idea of that not all representation is good representation, right? And oftentimes this idea too of like representation, like you said, having the show and folks knowing what ballroom is,
Yeah.
that is good for folks to know and to feel seen and to feel valued, right? And so something I think about a lot since the show went off the air, and then obviously since Pose went off the air too, and I see a lot of people rewatching Pose, and I feel like now that we've had some time and some space from when the show was actually running, folks have been able to appreciate it in a different way. Um,
Mm,
I think for me, the thing I've been very cognitive about is the ways in which entertainment kind of uses us and then discards us when they feel like they've squeezed the blood out of the turnip. And so I guess the question that I have for you is, what can folks outside of ballroom culture do to make sure that the legacies both in and outside of ballroom aren't lost or over commodified?
Well,
mm,
interesting enough, one thing that I could say about even just about a show like Legendary that has came and gone, a show like Pose that has come and gone, but one
Mm-hmm.
thing that we don't stop doing is putting on shows. We
Right,
always have an
right.
opportunity and space to speak. We've been speaking even back then since, Queen was that documentary about the pageantry world, and you get to see the idea of
Yes, yeah.
creation of ballroom, and then you can see Paris is burning.
Mm-hmm.
But then we also have opportunity to speak as well too, like how do I look and Kiki and My House and Legendary and
Mm-hmm.
Pose, and we have
My
so
house,
many
yeah.
opportunities to speak. And it's I just say we're just getting another opportunity for us to speak again because we're in such a creative space in many different ways. A
mm,
lot of times people think about we had to stop people from calling it the voguing scene because it's not the voguing scene, it's the ballroom scene. I know
Right.
voguing is the most popular part about it, but like you'll see that quicker than anything. But we are the ballroom
mm.
community. That's just the category within it. We're not the voguing scene. So we have to correct
Right.
a lot about it. So majority of the time, if something is wrong with us, I want you to know our community is going to speak, no matter who it is, no matter what it is. Just like we had to stop the
Mm-hmm.
word when it came to Death Drop. It,
Oh my
it
God.
became
Yeah.
so much
The
of a
dip,
public.
baby.
Yes, the dip.
Mm-hmm.
We had to correct the
Mm-hmm.
terminology with it.
Mm-hmm.
And just because someone's seen a video and decided to call it something else, and they thought that's what it was, and compared it to our community, is not, what we say. And we continue to go. We don't stop. So I said that to say, at times when we feel like our space is getting tossed somewhere or getting lost, we kind of
Mm-hmm.
jump in to kind of fix the wrong that's happening, and we say it
Yeah.
publicly, and we stand strong on it as well too. on top of those that we know who support us and know that we mean what we say and we say what we mean. That way we push forward with that. Now there's going to be many opportunities and many moments that's going to be working for us to speak, because there's a new generation that's creating even spaces that's more amazing than what's existed then. Now the Kiki scene is all over the world, just like ballroom is now too, but Kiki is even more all over the world. But it gives people the opportunity to give their practice a run before they hit the big dogs, you know?
So folks hit the Kiki scene before they hit the ballroom scene.
Yeah, Kiki scene.
Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, it's more of a comfortable environment for people to, as long as the energy is there and you bring out a category it stays for, or you bring some type of excitement, or that's the type where you start in that Kiki scene space, because it's more easy. Environment is more subtle compared to the mainstream scene. Like if things go down, you're getting chopped and they're reading you on the microphone and exit you on your way, and it's a lot of things that can happen. So
that actually makes a lot of sense, because San Diego has had a pretty rising Kiki scene, but I wouldn't say it's a big traditional scene. I know we have, because I help run Black Pride, and we do a ball every year for Black Pride, and so Dashaun, if you're around August 8th through 10th, you should come. I'm be happy to hook you up with a weekend pass here in San Diego. We're having a ball starting on Friday, but our balls, we attracted folks from like House of Balenciaga, House of Miyake Mugler, but those are folks who come from traditional houses, and so it's been interesting to see, because most of our people in San Diego are Kiki house people, and not traditional ballroom houses, and so it's been interesting to see how we're growing in that way. But I think people will often try to put them at odds with each other, right? Like Kiki as a new wave is against the old wave, but I love hearing that actually within the ballroom scene, that's actually not the case.
They were sisters.
And they were sisters.
It's just things that happens in the Kiki scene that just cannot happen in mainstream. The same for mainstream that happens in Kiki. So it's
Kiki scene, yeah.
And it's people a part of both. I'm a part of both, so it's there.
Okay.
Oh, well then you definitely should come down for it. So as someone actually, because guess who just prepared their nail during this call?
Oh no!
What's she doing?
She's an artiste.
She's an artiste.
Ate that.
Yes.
She's a. Thank you. 10 across
She's
the
an
board.
icon.
Okay.
She's a legend.
She looks chipped.
She is the moment. Now come on now.
And she will be chopped after this weekend. But for this weekend, she will be keeping it on.
Okay.
God willing.
Yes, God.
Okay. So as someone who performed across the country, nay, the world, I want to ask you, what's the ballroom experience coast to coast? East Coast, West Coast, from across the pond. What's experience like? What's different? What are people like? What do you experience when you're there? Depending on what city or region you're in.
Okay. When it comes to American ballroom, it really depends on what area you go to. Is what you're going to experience. Atlanta is different from it is in Chicago, which is different from DMV area, which is Washington, Baltimore kind of area.
DC, Maryland, Virginia.
All that, then you go to New York City, which is different from California, which is different from Texas now, which is different from now. Portland is now having balls as well too. They've been having balls for quite some time, but now every area has this different kind of feel. You're not going to get the same that you get in Portland that you get in New York City, which is the mecca where ballroom has started, compared to the South where they're much different to how to handle ballroom. But when you go overseas, it's even more different. But I say it's different in such a kind of like a 360 kind of switch for ballroom in America, because ballroom in America, a lot of people, before it became this public thing, it was a lot of struggle is the reason why you walked. There was a lot of things that you went through to the past that was the reason why you participated on the floor, so you could let all that energy out. You see folks now who haven't been through that same background, but they love ballroom the same way.
Right.
So it's a different kind of angle to where you understand about how people are receiving ballroom when they didn't go through house fights or house arguments or all this type of thing, but they still have this love and attention to ballroom that they just really just can't let go. And I was able to see that in many different countries just recently as I came back to South Korea, which is booming in ballroom now.
Yeah.
So it's like it's picking up. It's houses are out there. I got my house out there as well too. But houses are out there. They're having their own mainstream ballroom. They have the Kiki scene, which is now there. So it's really picked up and it's getting bigger. So and a lot of folks don't speak English there, so you're able to communicate with folks in a ballroom way without it's so interesting. So interesting. So.
The dancing a language is really
dancing
cool.
is a language.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's right.
Well, just like one more like hot seat question, and just you don't have to answer if you don't want to answer it. Do you have a preference of location?
No, for ballroom.
Okay.
No, because every area gives you a different experience. Like I can't want to have the same experience in Paris, which I have a fabulous time in ballroom in Paris. It's amazing out there. I would expect to have the same thing that they have in Sweden. They have a scene out there as well too. So but their energy is much different, and you get a different space of how people view things. So,
is there a certain place you wish had a scene that you don't know of?
See, I know they're trying to build the scene up in Africa somewhere. I know one of my homegirls and out here, her name is Destiny Ninja. She's traveled back and forth, and she's tried to start the community out there. We introduced them to a lot of the information about the ballroom culture. So I know Destiny Ninja. Shout out to her for going out there and supplying some information to make sure people do it right if they go for it. I know.
Right.
It has been tapped on before, but I don't think it has been like out there. So I know they're working on it.
Right. Yeah, they got. Well, one of these days.
One of these
days we're gonna have a full house out there.
Oh, full! You never know. It's probably one out there already. We just don't know.
We don't know about it yet. But we see you, South Africa. We see you, Zimbabwe. We got you. We see you. All right. Well, with that being said, while I continue to scream 1, 2, 3, now hold that pose for me. We are going to take a quick break to snatch trophies and feed the children. We'll be back in just a second.
Okay, y'all, we are back with what's poppin'. As we all know, many phrases or actions that we do, such as throwing shade, clocking the tea, etc., come from ballroom. Since we have the king here today, I want to ask you, Dashaun and John, what are some things that you feel people have bitten from ballroom? What can they keep, and what do you want them to give back? For me,
not give back. I'm sorry.
You can't keep everything. You can't
have it all. You can't Columbus it all. I know.
I believe in gatekeeping. I'm gonna hold you. I believe in gatekeeping. In some ways, and for me, it's a finger clapping. I cannot. Bless this girl's soul. When I was shopping at a market. I got this really cute little clock.
I saw that. I clocked that earlier.
You clock it. Clock that.
I did. You see what I did there? I clocked it.
See, right.
No shade.
This little period. This little 10-year-old girl, bless her soul, she was like, I love your ring. I love the ring. And then she was like, clock that tea, girl, clock that tea. And I was like, she's 10. Like I won't drag her for this, but like she should know that's not what it means. She doesn't mean what she thinks she means. And I appreciate her trying to be affirming for me. I love that she's trying to be like cute and sweet. And I love that she's 10 years old and she's given it to me. And her mom is like, yes, queen, blah, blah, blah. But I also was like, girl, cloth that. This is not like cloth that tea and are different things.
I would have told her right then and there, honey, listen, let's fix this really quick. All right, so we need to do this. You gotta tell her what it means, girl. She's like, no, but it means clock that. No, don't mean clock that tea, girl. Let me show you exactly what it means. Here, you gotta break it down. Because they knew the information to start saying it. So let me break it down for you to correct it, homegirl.
No, you're right. Okay.
I'm with you when you're right.
I should have, because but truly, I'm like y'all, can we tell that for us, please? I don't know some people, but I learned this watching you and Naomi on Legendary. The second she was like this, I said, I get it. I know what this is. I know what this means. Just
And,
when
shockingly enough, they
and
were doing it before me. They were doing it way before I even started even doing this publicly in this space to have the opportunity. But that's just the vibe like we have with
like,
many other things.
and I took it and ran with it. I have not clapped in probably 3 years. I just
Mother
did it.
said, all you gonna get is
did it.
these fingers.
I'm not fucking my palms, girl. And I love doing that at work because people at work are like, "Is he being disrespectful?" And I'm like, "No, girl. It's just me being cute with it." So, anyways, I'm pro gatekeeping the finger clap.
Yeah.
I'm curious about y'all. John, I'm gonna pass to you, and then we'll pass to our
Okay.
guest.
Yeah, so I think the finger clapping, I see the white dolls do it, and it bugs me, but it probably doesn't bug me. And I don't know, and I need to probably process this out with my therapist. I don't know. But hearing the white girls, and I say white girls, what I mean is by the white gays and the other dolls who are not a part of our community. This whole notion of serving pussy, serving cunt, that bugs me. I don't know why, but something in my spirit is always a little like off kilter when I hear the white dolls be like, "Oh, she's serving pussy, she's serving cunt." It's like, no, baby, you're serving Christopher Columbus and colonial tea. Like that's what you're serving. You're not serving what you think you're serving when you say you're serving pussy or cunt. And I understand, and I know it's a trans thing, and I know that there are trans women who utilize it within circles and spheres and things, but I think there's something to be said about the ways that folks only take our language and want to feel connected to us through our language without actually wanting to feel connected to us. And I think that's the thing that really, you know what I mean? Like I because I'm that girl, I'll browse through a girl's Instagram, and if I notice that you're in a whole bunch of queer spaces and you have no black people in your space, but yet you're constantly, clock that tea, girl. Oh, I'm serving pussy, I'm serving cup, but you have no black and queer people around you. That means you're doing exactly what what we as black people have been saying for years. You want the culture, but you don't want us. And I think that's the thing.
So shocking when it comes to those conversations with those, because it's like the real honesty, conversation with it is that word can have two different meanings in our space. So if someone's voguing and they're looking really feminine, they could be serving pussy, serving cunt because they're feminine. They're giving that feminine essence. Or we have this category, which is realness, which has been another controversial topic within this space now, is that when someone is serving pussy or serving cunt, like you can't really spook them or tell. You can't really see what's going on as they're walking this realness category. You're unclockable. So they're serving pussy. They're serving cunt. This is what they're giving you, no matter if they're sexy or not. They're just giving you this realness space about it. But to step on top of that, another thing is realness, that word as well too, because when I see people go around talking about, oh my God, that is giving handbag realness. What the hell is a handbag realness? What is a handbag realness?
Bitch, what do you mean? What do you mean?
What is that?
Yes.
That
what
terminology grind my vogue so tremendous. Oh, it just took it a complete different space to see everybody. Oh my God, you're serving me hardcore realness. I don't know what that is. Because in our space, we don't.
Well, it's just like the Justin Bieber of it all, right? I'm standing on business.
Are you clocking it?
Are you clocking
right now
it?
that I'm standing on business?
Are you clocking it right now that I'm standing on business? Baby, you're just utilizing a whole bunch of black euphemisms that you have no idea what they mean.
Well, just like I said on TikTok just recently, and if you go check it out, TikTok made a whole video and posted for themselves about like the word clocking and what it really means. Because if you're clocking something, that means you just received some information, or you got some tea and you're spilling it, or you just caught it and you want somebody else to catch it too. Clock that. That's the tea. You're clocking. So I'm just confused as how
you're clocking.
Yeah, like how people use it in the context, but whatever.
I blame Drag Race. No shade.
I love a handbag realness. That made me love handbag realness.
It's a kiki, yes.
Serving handbag realness.
It's a kiki. It's a kiki. Yeah. But now handbag realness, if you use it in a joke, it makes sense. But to tell somebody they serving handbag realness is just confusing to me.
Yeah. I was going to name our episode one thing, but I definitely am going to name it She's Serving Handbag Realness.
And she's serving handbag realness down to
handbag
the detail.
Realness. No one knows what that means. Yeah.
But it's
just like I'm
handbag
like,
realness, right?
but it's
What
handbag
is it?
realness. But I feel like I'm like I love that you said like at least like giving the TV a clock. I was like honestly like we need to do like a we need to do like a very like fun like information type video where it's like how do you clock the tea, what's the tea that you're clocking, how does a clock distribute the tea, girl, like someone just like give us like give the people
A full breakdown.
a tutorial that way they
Yeah.
can realize, or y'all just stop using it. Like, just
Or
stop
you could
using
put
it.
it, or we could put it behind a paywall and have people pay for it. That's the
Listen,
other
I'm
part.
not. Again, I'm pro
I
gatekeeping
love it
sometimes. So
all.
if that
Yep.
means
Amen.
everybody get paid
Not
for it,
everybody needs to be at the cookout. I keep telling
no,
people, stop inviting your mama's cousins, uncles, auntie to the cookout. We don't know her. We don't like her. She ain't never cooked nothing, and she always taking food without bringing anything. Like, not everybody
okay,
needs to be
see,
at the cookout.
okay, and also people like this is also different than this, and
That was the question I
and
had.
people
What
don't
is the
people
difference
don't
between
be
this and this?
people don't be realizing it.
Wait, the difference between what and what?
But
This, I see people doing this, and then I see people doing this.
See,
no, see, like I see this without the like justice. Like, yes,
Oh,
girl.
that?
Like, like,
Okay.
like I
I
hear what
see
you're
people
saying, yes,
doing
girl, and
this.
this
well,
is
usually
like
if people are just
applause.
like this, it's sort of like they're using a lot, utilizing this kind of finger tap for the situation. Usually we diss it here, like regardless of how we use it, this means the same thing. It means the same
Okay.
thing, no matter how you
It
use
means you're
it.
giving, right?
Some people could be doing this here. Some people could do it here. This is I usually just because again the more they usually say the more feminine you are, the more it's like this here compared to somebody that's like, all right, you're doing that, you know, all right, yeah, that's cool,
Right.
that's cool. But again, this user kind of like when someone's doing this to you, that means like you're kind of eating it and serving it up. So if somebody's doing it, you're like, I can't even talk.
Oh, someone did that to me the other
Yeah.
day when I was walking through the airport. So I was like, I hope they weren't trying to clock me.
Someone looks good. Yes,
Yeah.
girl, I see it.
Now,
Yeah.
now again, you can catch some information and see a girl that can see it, and you're like, oh, you ate that as they're
Oh.
walking away. You know,
Yeah.
again, it depends on the
Uh-huh.
context that you use it as well too, and how it makes sense. But again, these moments, if you know you see somebody serving on the floor, you like work, bitch, or you know some people do the thing, or somebody just shake it like that. But again, somebody's eating, and you want them
Very
to know,
church.
like, you ate, okay, work, ate that.
I love that 90% of communication is nonverbal, and we lead into nonverbal communication.
Yeah.
That's the shit I live for. Give me body language, girl. What does the body say? What is the body saying? And I love this so very much.
The ballroom scene, we read each other too much, so we use a lot of gestures. So that's why I kind of help out a lot of the time. See what a girl doing.
Like sometimes you gotta say nothing. You just gotta be like.
Now, I didn't say you were ugly. I just what a mother say in Paris is burning. She said, I ought to tell you you're ugly, but you know, right?
You already know. And she was
Right,
like,
you
not
just
shade.
Because you
No.
already know that you're, you know?
No.
Yeah. So
I was screaming.
was
Okay,
that Fepla Beja who
listeners.
said that, or who was it? Who was it?
That was Ada Pendadas.
Dorian Corey. It's Dorian.
Oh, Dorian Corey.
Dorian
Dorian
said
Corey.
that.
Dorian Corey said it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dorian said that.
Yeah.
Dorian Corey.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
No, but Crystal LaBeija was like, "Where's Sabrina? I'll sue the bitch."
I'll
And to this
sue the
day,
bitch.
I've been thinking, who is Sabrina? What does Sabrina do? Like, I want to find Sabrina. Where is Sabrina? I'll sue the bitch too. I'll do it right now.
That's such a key.
I'll sue the bitch. Yes.
Okay, listeners, now that we officially clocked that tea for
Amen.
y'all, we're going to take one more break and come back with y'all's favorite segment. It's Ma'am and No Man Pants. Back in just a bit.
All right, y'all. So we are back with y'all's favorite segment. Yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am, Pam. This is the segment where we usually give people their flowers or we throw them at them. And this week, I want to give my yes, ma'am to the young. So it's actually not one person. It is a group of young men. I don't know their names, but I did see it. I saw them on Reels, which led me to their TikTok. And then it led me to a whole bunch of other things. They've gotten some coverage on NBC News. They've started what they're calling this Black Boy Joy movement. It's a group of college kids who ultimately, college young men who basically have noted that Black men, and they do everything. They've done dog yoga, did puppy yoga, they've done some other stuff, they've done Pilates together, but they're just really trying to create kind of this movement of the things that young Black men are not told they're able to do. They're creating and encouraging space for them. And so I just thought that was really sweet, especially in a time where I feel like specifically Black cis men don't get the opportunity to really kind of engage their joy in the way that they want. And we're seeing different systems try to take that joy away from them. I just thought it was really, really genius and really, really sweet that we're seeing young men ultimately tell other Black men, Black trans men, whatever. And that's basically what they said. They said it's an extremely inclusive idea. They want everybody to just be happy and to find whatever makes them happy and to take whatever space they feel like they need to do that. So I definitely want to give them a shout out. My no man Pam. So I will say this: by the time you hear this, it'll be about we'll be a couple of days out. I went to a screening of I Know What You Did Last Summer last night, and so really it was a really 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 good film. I can't. I don't want Glad to come after me. I was invited, went, and there was just something I noticed while I was there. There were people who knew people or people that I even knew, and they were acting in a way as if they couldn't say hello, or if they were just very much kind of giving the, oh, I'm with my girls. I don't really see it for you that way, so I'm not going to say anything. And it really just struck a chord with me in the idea of like, this is like, my no mammer I just basically had put for my notes, mean girls in the industry. And what I mean by that is the girls and the dolls who are doing and saying whatever they can to other people to try to dim your light. I want to remind you, and this is a great example because by the time you also hear this, it will be a couple of days out too. There's a whole conversation right now happening around Nicki Minaj and what Nicki Minaj is doing to the other rap girlies. And I just want to say, like, there's no joy. There's no nothing great comes from you tearing other people down. There's no greatness that comes in you not acknowledging the talent and the smartness and the the funniness or whatever of someone, right? Like me, like me. I'll say this: like Dashaun coming for Twiggy. What's the point, right? You know what I mean? Like I know y'all both are in the same space. What's the point in that? Y'all lift each other up, right? And so that's the thing I live in, and I just don't understand it. I'll never comprehend it. And so if you are that girl that's listening and you are one of those girls who likes to fester, whatever energy, meanness, nastiness in different spaces, I just want you to know you have no place here. Like, this is not a podcast for you. I'm not the girl for you. Joho's not the girl for you. Black Fat Femme is not the podcast for you. I really want us to encourage each other, especially right now, because like I said, they are coming for all of us. And we literally need to be a united front. And so I know that was very petty, but at the same time, or very, very small. But I just felt like I just really wanted to say that this week of like my no ma'am is mean girls in the industry. It really gets under my skin. So Joho, what are your thoughts, baby?
Well, I mean, that's just like, I mean, first I want to say, like, I never want to participate in tearing down like another Black queer person ever in life publicly. I will happily gather a girl privately.
I know that's right. Come on in here and sit down so we get chat.
Like, let's have a little chat, shall we? But like, I'm never gonna be the person that's like, let me publicly call somebody out and like tear them down because at the end of the day, to your point, I know we exist in a world where they're looking for they, as in the operative they, as in the government, looking for every opportunity they have to tear us down and divide us. And like, I refuse to have to fool in front of white folks, but I also refuse to I refuse to participate in that slander in front of them because it will only harm us more. And so I hear you in that, and also refuse having people are mean girls because I'm like, we can all just be better people. My yes ma'am is going to be an advanced yes ma'am to our good sis Raquel Willis, who is a friend of the show. They are actually, I found out today, they are the keynote speaker for our rally on Friday, our summer rally on Friday for Pride. So I haven't seen her yet, but by the time this comes out, I will have seen her speak, and I'm very excited to see her speak.
And that's August 8th?
No, sorry. This weekend for San
Diego Pride. Okay, because I was going to say, I think I'm going to make my way down there on the 8th for
as you
for
should,
Black
please,
Pride.
and thank you for Black Pride. Yes, Black Pride 8 through 10. SD Pride is this weekend,
You
July
won't
19th
see
and
me.
20th.
So sorry.
And the 18th is our Stonewall rally with Ellis is a keynote speaker. And I love that they got her. I'm praying I can find a way to meet her officially and say like, hey girl,
I
like
have her
you on
phone
the
number. I
show.
can
I
make
love.
that happen.
Okay, I would love to. I
Mhm.
also would love her to sign my book.
Yeah,
I think the
yeah, yeah.
book's amazing.
I'll text you.
But truly, she is like just amazing, and I'm thankful that Pride has her to speak. So yes, Pam to that. My no man Pam is just gonna read. I'm gonna read up on the people who are wearing the protect the dolls t-shirt if you aren't actually doing anything for the dolls. Like I just like I really like I appreciate the
Why is
shirt,
you here?
but
Why is
like
you here?
I mean I want to see you doing stuff for the dolls and not just wearing the shirt. Wear the shirt is fine, but do something for the dolls as well too, because the dolls are still dying. You aren't protecting them at all. So I just want to like be mindful of like if you wear the shirt, y'all, like especially because I just been seeing so many white gays wear the shirt, and I'm like okay, but you're like I literally saw this got me. It was a gaggle of gays, four of them all wearing the shirt. But guess what was missing from that picture?
A
A doll.
girl.
So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, so you have the doll, but you got one doll in the thing with you. So like, how are you protecting the dolls, girl? Like, make it make sense. So I have questions. And again, like I won't send you in public, but I will DM you probably and say, girl, what was that? Where are the dolls that you're trying to protect? So just no man Pam to those folks who don't get the actual point of the message and don't do what the message is saying to do. I need us to do better. Thank you
Mm-hmm.
very much.
Mm-hmm.
Deshaun, how about you, boo?
Hmm. Well, my yes man will go to Hope Giselle. She's a woman who's
Hey.
speaking in spaces that a lot of folks don't have voices to speak in. She's making sure
Mm,
rights are being, fulfilled in the best way possible to our girls, our dolls, and making sure voices being heard. I just support her. I had an opportunity to meet her one time, and I still support her in every space that she's trying to like tackle down because baby, she's informing me about things that I didn't even know. So it's just I support
mm,
my ones up goes to her. Definitely a trans girl in this space, a black trans woman who's making sure things are getting done. So I support that woman. Keep doing
mm.
your thing. Deshaun's behind you, 110%, baby. My
Period.
no man Pam, I don't have really much of no man Pam because if something not working in my space, I'm gonna no man Pam it then and there. So
Mother said, I'm not waiting. I'm
I'm
gonna do
not
yeah,
what you
waiting.
said
I'm not.
there.
I'm not
yeah, you
waiting.
Yeah.
gotta
Y'all,
figure out if
No
it
time
makes
for that.
sense right then and there. But if I was to say anything, I'm gonna no man Pam those folks who don't give their self enough space to understand who they are. I understand we
mm,
living in such
Mm,
a interesting world right now, interesting space, but like you have to understand who you are, what you like, how you like to move, what you like to do. A lot of people don't take care of themselves more than they take care of others. So gotta kind of flip that mirror back and make sure that you're okay before you make sure somebody else is. So my no man Pam is for
mm.
you not taking
put your
care of
mask on
yourself.
first.
Baby, take care of
Yeah.
yourself
Oof,
first, and then you can take care of others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
wake
And
that up.
I think that's a great sentiment of what I think what you embody, Deshaun, is this idea too of like, you know, queer culture and specifically black queer culture and house culture and all of that has been very much kind of like we give to one another and we support one another and we uplift one another and we give each other space. But I think I've seen some people that I know for a fact who are in these spaces give so much of themselves that at the end of the day they have nothing left. And I think that
Mm,
there's something to be said in this time too of like being okay. And this is like the second or third message. God, I hear you. Okay. You've been very, very loud this week. I hear you. Um, I think this is a sentiment of we as queer people, we as black queer people, we can't always be taking care of everybody else and not taking care of ourselves. And so I appreciate that you said that because it's timely. It's way more timely than you may know. And so again, I that word you just shared, I hear it because I know that the universe is using you to remind me of it as well. So I just want you to know that the word is heard. Um, all right, there. With that being said, you can send us your thoughts, your feedback, and email to blackfatfempod@gmail.com. You can also send us your thoughts via social media by interacting with our post on Instagram, Blue Sky, and Threads by using the handle Black Fat Femme Pod. Deshaun, where can the dolls, all the dolls, find you?
On every platform at Dashaun Wesley. Every platform, Dashaun Wesley. You ain't gonna miss it.
Dashaun. I know that's right. And I'm very much just, again, thank you. Just so from the bottom of my tubby little heart, thank you for being on the show this
You
week. It
fine,
was
baby.
a blast. I had a blast. Queen Joho, where can the dolls find you, baby?
Of course, my loves. You can find me as you do every week at Joho Daniels across all socials. My website, jorndaniels.com. And if not there, you will find me running around like a chicken with my what's that phrase?
With chicken
Running
with your head
around like a
off.
chicken with my head cut off. Like just nasty and headless and oozing and all that jazz because I just have so much to do. I'm preparing for Black Pride, so I'll just be exhausted. So actually, if you see me, don't say anything to me unless you give me food. If you give me food, say hi. If you don't give me food or coffee, just keep walking, girl. Keep walking,
Keep
girl.
on walking. I ain't talking to you
Keep it pushing.
anymore. Yes, keep on walking. I ain't talking. Again, people of a particular age know that song. Who was it? Wasn't that? What's her name? Who is that? Robin S.
I
Who
forgot
sang
that
that?
lady name. I'm gonna say it's
I
Robin.
think it was
I think it's
Robin S.
Robin S. I think
Yeah,
it is
so
Robin S.
I might be wrong, but yeah, I think it's Robin S. But anyway, all that to be said, as for me and my queendom, you can find me over here laid up watching this new season of Big Brother. I am in it, girl. There, I got thoughts. So if y'all want to know my thoughts on Big Brother, know that I will be threading and I will be posting because not only do I believe that I believe that there is a scheme that Todd set up to hit a lot of the folks in that house with the bullshit. Um, so I got a lot to say about what's going on this season of Big Brother. But anyway, that is where I will be talking about that. Other than that, you can find me down to www.drjonpaul.com. You can also find me on social telling everybody to go buy my book. Y'all can still go get it. It's at Amazon. It's Barnes and Noble. Y'all can keep running that number up.
Yes.
I love y'all for it. And I'm still getting people who are like, oh, I just got it. It's a good book. And I'm like, yes, please tell your mama and your uncles and your aunties to buy it too. So with that being said, we want to thank our wonderful producer, Bay Wang, for handling the logistics and making sure that our guest is here with us today. Thank you, Bay. We love you, super producer. We also want to thank everyone over at iHeartMedia for keeping the show up and running. We also want to shout out our wonderful editor, Chris Rogers, because without him, we'd have no audio, we'd have no visuals down to the tubes of you. Thank you, everybody, over down to the YouTube for all of your comments and for constantly watching and listening to the show. We love you as well. This has been another show. Stay black, fat, femme, and fabulous. And remember what, Joho?
We may not be your cup of tea, but you can hold your breath and hold that pose for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know that's right. Hey, yes. We may not be your cup of tea, but you can hold that pose for me. I know that's right. With that being said, I love us for real. Until next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye.